Hello there, Virgo. Michele B here. I'm going to be looking at Mercury Retrograde, how it's going to be affecting your love life, and we're going to be looking at some advice on how to handle it. And stay tuned, we'll get started. Okie dokie, Virgo. Now here I am in my Charlie Bird, my beloved Charlie Bird. My bed's back here. Y'all know that I love to travel. So I got my bed back here, but today I just set up the kitchen and everything back there and sitting in the front seat so I can get these recordings done. And I'm parked at the marina. I think I want to tilt this over just a little bit. I'm parked at the marina in Bellingham, Washington. And so you're going to see some lovely people walking to and from on the little walkway along. Just watch it. Like, you see all those boats back there? It's so beautiful. It's Memorial Day today. That's another thing. It's Memorial Day today. So yeah, just a gorgeous, wonderful day, and I'm really, really lucky to be alive right now, right here, right now. But let's find out what your messages are. If you resonate with the messages that I'm about to bring out, then this message is for you. If you don't resonate with it, if you feel like this is not me at all, that's okay. There's lots of other readings out there. You could check out some of my past ones. Maybe that's it, because they are timeless. Your intuition's telling you something. Why is your intuition popping out right now? What's up with that? I need some clarification. But your intuition, that's what happens to, especially for signs that are ruled by Mercury, is that when the Mercury goes retrograde, the logic, the clear thinking, the logic is suppressed, and therefore the soft, subtle voice of your intuition starts coming up, and it's like, what have you been doing the last 3 months? And you're like, holy shit, what? I didn't even know. I didn't hear you before, but it's coming up now. What's it trying to tell you? All right. Yeah, your intuition is trying to tell you that there's been some... you know that there's been conflict, but why? It's because it's a battle of the egos. A battle of the egos with your sweetheart. Excuse me while I'm tuning into this story and hearing it play out, because I'm like hearing that there's like something really bad happening. Like in some of the readings that I do, the voice that comes out is like, the story that comes out is like, there's a straight up like you should put up with this or you should not put up with this kind of story. But instead it's like people being humans. And your intuition, sweetheart, is like, there's nobody good enough for me. That's so sweet. There's nobody good enough for me. I'm never going to be happy. And that is a little bit you, Virgo, yeah. That is a little bit you being like, yeah, I know I'm too good for anybody else. But then another part of you is like, maybe I should just put up with everybody else being smarter than me, just so that I don't have to be alone. That's okay too, sweetie. That's okay too. But the thing is, like, I think in relationships that you've been in the past, you've sacrificed your own individual liberty, your own freedom to be the queen, that like really smart queen that you are. You sacrificed for your partner that wasn't so bright, your partner that didn't have their shit together, your partner that wasn't like all that. Like their EQ and their IQ were not aligned with their higher purpose, and so they were all over the place. And like you were just going around trying to fix them, trying to like pick up the pieces, because you're like, can't let the details go, right? So you let yourself get too tangled up with what was going on with them in your previous relationships, instead of just doing your own thing. So what the cards are trying to say, we're going to get to the advice part at this moment. What the cards want you to know is that it is okay for you to be in a partnership and be a high priestess at the same time. You can be this like independent woman doing what you want to do when you want to do it, as though you're not in a relationship. and you can be in a partnership with someone that cares. And it's really about communicating what you need when you need it, which you never learned how to do, my sweet. You never learned how to sit. Like, you were taught that, like, your partner is always going to come first, your partner's needs. Like, you can see that they need help, right? You can see that there's a better way of doing it. That's how you were taught that you jumping in and helping them was more important than you jumping in and helping you. So what you're being told to pay much more attention to what's going on with you and what you need, especially in the next month. Pay much more attention to what you need than to what they need, because that's where the conflict happens, is that you're getting resentful about having to stop doing the things that you really love to do because you're picking up the pieces for them. Let them pick up their own pieces, and you just communicate, this is what I need to do for myself right now. I love you very much. I'm sorry I can't help you. I'm not going to be there because I got to do this other thing. But as soon as I'm done doing this other thing, I'll come back. You're welcome to join me as long as you're not a pain in the ass. So I can see you being this independent, I'm really speaking to the feminine here. However you identify, I'm really speaking to the feminine in particular, because the feminine is the one that has this conflict with wanting to let go and like save their partner. Okay. You can be an independent woman and also be a partner. You can also have someone to come home to. And whatever amount of neglect you think you're inflicting on your sweetheart, it really is not neglect. You really are doing like an outstanding, over-the-top, awesome job with your partner, and you're actually doing better for them if you let them do their own stuff a lot more. Let them handle their own stuff. I think this bickering and fighting is really going to ease off when you are in their business way less. Their self-esteem is going to go up. They're going to be doing more and more for themselves. You have to do less and less for them, and then you won't be resentful. When you get together with them, it's going to be like, wow, we're two grown-ass people that are hanging out together, not, the doting mother and child. You don't want that kind of partnership anymore, okay? So your intuition is saying, this is where you need to be, and your sweetheart loves you that way. If they don't, they're going to wander off, and you don't need them anyway, right? But I feel like you're being supported in this all the way around, okay? So as your intuition is like, I need to be doing my own thing, I need to be doing my own thing, I need to be doing my own thing, go with it, okay? So this is where I leave off, Virgo. I love you. Love you, love you. Make sure and check out your weekly messages. I do what you need to know for the week ahead every Saturday, and a little meditation to bring it all together. And also I already did post your monthly reading for June. I love you. I'll see you later, Virgo.